I'm just about to remove the back box from a car called Ian Paisley. You're going to really enjoy this. The back section is actually quite easy to remove when it's snapped off, because it's just a matter of getting around the three bungs. The three bungs. There's our original exhaust, which is original, and there is our brand new old stock exhaust, which is exactly the same quality and therefore could potentially last another 25 years. Good, eh? Good old original stock. Well, after 25 years of those two bolts being on, they want to stay where they are. They don't want to come off. Why would they? They've been happy there for all this time. Two options here. Either to get the breaker bar onto it, or to see if I can borrow a more powerful buzzy gunny. The trouble is, the breaker bar and the exhaust with the flex and everything could easily make it so it just breaks something else. So I don't want to take that chance. Well, it's at this point I wish I'd just paid the extra and got the exhaust fitted, because one of the bolts has indeed rounded. Thank you. Times. Well, what a lovely and windy day this happens to be. Gosh, I'm struggling to even hold my phone here at the moment. So to backtrack ever so slightly, this car here, Ian Paisley, is going to Scotland tomorrow, and it's just been a matter of fitting that back box that I acquired a few days ago. But I've struggled because of the bit that's stuck to it. It's continued to be stuck to it, and I had to give in and go to the garage next door, get it on the ramp, and get the assistance of my friend, who's always very helpful, who used a pneumatic chisel thing to get it off. So now this car is indeed exceedingly ready to go back on the one ramp I have there, or the two. Yes, I have a pair of ramps, but of course only one is necessary for this job. And then I simply have to fit the back box, of which I have as well. Also, some good news. This one here, I took dented Doris in for its MOT because it's about time I did something with it, and it's passed. Yeah, passed without an advisory, which is really good. And to be honest, no, I did think it would do, because it is a solid little car. This car is about to get some videoing done on it, but not today. Not today. Although I am thinking very seriously about this car and its future, because currently this is just, well, it's a car with a new MOT in not particularly great condition. But mechanically, as I've said, absolutely spot on. And I think this car deserves to have a right good going over and be made much more valuable, and then to be put in the hands of an enthusiast. But now, back to Ian Paisley, because it's getting close to that time where Mr. Boaty is going to arrive, and we've got to work together somehow with something today to make something productive happen. But it can be quite difficult, and it can be a bit distracting. And I do want this job done at least before he arrives. Back to the carpet. Exhaust bungles. Yes, the exhaust bungles to go on, but they're a bit crusty because of rust. So what should I do? What should I use? How about some Vaseline? Yes, I have. I've found some. Of course I have. It's one of those things that's really useful to have knocking about in your old shed. The WD-40 is good at getting rid of water, but it's not really that good a lubricant particularly, especially when you've got rusty bits to deal with and continue life away with. I would like to film this bit of the exhaust going on, but I fear the wind may blow the tripod over and leave me with a broken camera again. And believe it or not, I wouldn't like that. There we go. One nice new exhaust. The boatie turns up just in time for me finishing work, which is good news, because now he doesn't have to get his hands dirty, and he never was going to do anyway.
Last time I got my hands dirty was when I was 3 years old and I fell over.
Good captain. Do you like cats?
Oh, a Morris Minor.
How about Morris?
No, it's not a Morris Minor.
It's a Morris Traveller.
It's a Morris 1000 Traveller.
And he got a little way from that chap as well, did you notice?
I did notice that. Do you know him?
Yeah, a bit. Everybody knows me, except those that don't.
Lunch.
Well, hello and welcome to the part of the video where we go and collect lunch.
Now you might notice that you're in a somewhat different position to the norm, and the reason
Just
for
me.
And yeah,
Just me. You really are a very stupid man sometimes.
why? What's the matter with you?
The proper place. Why not? You know,
It doesn't adjust in such a way that when you put it on the windscreen like that,
why
it doesn't.
Why does it need to go on the windscreen like that? You are not driving. You don't actually need to have a windscreen mount in the first place. You can just angle the phone around. You can do all sorts of wonderful things you can do whilst you're not controlling the motor vehicle.
Yeah, but I thought they might like to see where we're going.
You know where we're going.
Well, all right, they probably.
Our friend Ross went to Istanbul yesterday.
I saw the picture. He
Yeah.
went for the kebab,
Yeah.
but he had olives.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Do you like olives?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
I prefer Susan's. They're smaller.
Bucket.
Dog. Dogs? A pair of dogs.
Yeah. This is a luxury for you, isn't it? Being in a car that's actually working.
Really?
Don't take it as an insult. It's not.
I'm in Nigel.
You're in Nigel.
So, you know, in terms of cars that are actually working, he's not a 10 out of 10, is he?
It's you bet you can find 5 things that don't work in my car.
Correct.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, when shall I start?
Now.
Okay, roof lining.
Oh, how do you define not working?
Well,
It doesn't do quite its original job,
oh well, there you are.
but it's still lining the roof, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not. It's
It
lining.
is.
No, it's lining a space about 3 inches below the
Yeah,
roof.
but if it's still a roof liner, it's still lining the roof.
Well, no, it's not. 'Cause
It
it's not
is.
attached to the roof.
It is attached to the roof. But if the cloth's not attached to the roof liner.
Okay, if your underpants were down around your knees, you'd get done for indecent exposure.
It's not quite the same, though, is it?
In my mind, it's exactly the same.
Your analogy
If you
failed.
were a traffic warden, you'd think it was the same.
Traffic wardens don't deal with people with their underpants around their ankles.
And I bet they're bloody grateful for it as well. So that's one.
No, it's not.
Well, yes, it
I
is.
disagree. It's not one.
Well, all right, I'll put it to
It's not even half one. It's a fault. It's a thing that needs doing. But it's not something that doesn't work, is it?
Well, it doesn't work.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does. It's still there. If you said I can find 5 things wrong with your car, I'd say, yeah, I accept that.
Good. So accept that.
Well, you're going to change your idea now?
Well, no, because I've just gone to the appeals panel and they've sided with me.
The appeals panel that you haven't got. Go on then, go for your second one.
Airbag.
What about it?
It doesn't work.
It does work, it's just not plugged in.
If it's not right, okay. So if you've got a wet and dry vacuum cleaner,
Yeah.
and you don't plug it in, does it work?
Well, yeah.
How?
Well, if you go to Curry's and say, I'd like to buy a wet and dry vacuum cleaner, and they bring it out, it's in a box, and you say, no, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does work. No, it's not plugged in. They're not going to say, oh, right, yeah, fair enough, you can have it for nothing, are they?
Okay, so if you were on a life support system, would you want it plugged in or unplugged? Would you complain if they unplugged it? Well, no, I mean you wouldn't, because you. Do you think your good lady wife would have grounds for complaint?
I don't know. But the thing is, your own argument, you beat yourself with your own argument.
No, you've just lost the argument by not having one. The airbag doesn't work.
It does work.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
Right, I demand that you immediately have a crash.
Have a crash. Oh yeah, well that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Well, it'll
Just
prove
to
it
prove
one
you
way or
correct.
another.
Well, it wouldn't, would it? In fact, actually, you'd be what? I tell you what. Yeah, you can have that one because it did work. It just wasn't plugged in. But now your car's broken. That's what you would do, isn't it?
It doesn't work. Okay, could you plug it in before we go home? Before we go back to the
No, because it's the wrong airbag.
Exactly, so it doesn't pissing well work, does it?
Well, it does work.
It does
on
not
the correct
work.
wheel.
It doesn't work.
It does.
It doesn't work.
It does.
Right, this speaker cover.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Do you mean it's missing?
Yeah.
It is missing. You're right.
Right. So it, missing means that it
It's
doesn't
been
work.
missing since I've had this car.
Well,
And do you know what? Do you know how much I care about that? Not enough to actually get one put on.
yeah, quite well.
I'll glue one on like most people seem to do.
That's self-evident, isn't it?
Yeah, see, let's say you can have that one. Okay?
Okay.
You've still got two more to find.
This.
What?
This.
What? Yeah, that's on the windscreen.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work.
Is that part of the car?
Yeah.
Right, so if I just
It's more part of the car than the headlighting is.
if I just take that off, you can't have that point, can you not?
Yeah, but you... Okay, I'll give you 3 seconds.
What,
One,
take it off? No, I
two,
give you 10 seconds.
right, that's it,
Right,
so that's
to
4.
actually-
So that's
To
4.
explain why having a windscreen mount makes the car not work.
Cigarette lighter.
What about it?
Doesn't work.
It does.
Doesn't.
It does if I can find it. It'll be in there. And why is it not in there? And you know why? Because of having one of these things.
Okay, so that's 4. And air conditioning.
That doesn't work.
Thank you, that's 5.
Well, it might do, but it's just...
It doesn't work.
It's most definitely...
Stop trying to argue that
most-
black is white.
It's most definitely not gassed up.
Yeah, so it doesn't work.
No.
I might keep going and get to 10.
You might need a bit more work on that. You're very distracting. I didn't set off on the green light then because I was talking to you.
Mind that box.
Yeah, well, actually. The microphone's in the car, and so's your bag. If I come back and find a window broken,
The microphone is in the car.
Yeah.
There's my bag. Now, if you come back and find the window broken,
I'm gonna have your balls.
look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is mine.
Do you want to go try and run me over now?
Go on then.
Right, okay. I reckon, and I'll say this as a witness here, that I should spend a couple of days doing body work,
Right,
making it presentable,
right.
and then it can go up for sale.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worthwhile doing that. It's a nice little car.
Who would you rather have a night of passion with? Susanna Hoff or Alanis Morissette?
Are we going to have a three-way now?
Yeah.